Welcome on. It is your boy Chiro Yeager, and I'm back again, guys. Another one back again with another video. I told you I'll be back, ladies and gentlemen. It is the preview for Money in the Bank. I haven't said my intro in a minute. Golly, man, it's been that damn long. Without further ado, man, this show was absolutely it was great. It was a great show. I could say probably one of the best ones coming out of WrestleMania. Do I put it? I think it was better. I could say it's better than Backlash, if I could say that. It was better than Backlash because all the matches absolutely delivered, man, hands down. And there were actually 5 matches that were announced, but we're gonna get to the match that got added. It was actually impromptu. But without further ado, man, let's get into it, man. Let's get to the nitty gritty. Let's calculate all the winners of each matchup and the future of WWE moving forward. Without further ado, let's get to the Women's Money in the Bank ladder match. All right, people, the Women's Money in the Bank ladder match. Stephanie Vaquer, Alexa Bliss, Naomi, Rhea Ripley, Julia, and who else? Roxanne Perez. This was an absolutely great match. It was great, but it was incredibly short. I think I figured out, I would know why, because there was just a lot of, matches coming in, so they had to swing it by and all that stuff. It was short, really short, but it was great. There were a lot of spots in this match. Of course, I told you all that Stephanie was going to absolutely become the most over person in the entire match, and she was. First off, that spot with the Devil's Kiss to Rhea Ripley on top of the ladder, that had everybody just geeking out, bro. I'm pretty sure Booker T, where he's at right now, he's probably dying. You know what I'm saying? But oh man. This is an absolutely great match, man. Roxanne Perez also showed out because honestly, that's what is needed in this entire women's division. Just people like the new stars, they're the face. I mean, they're the future, of the entire division. Julia did her thing. Rhea Ripley was the obvious powerhouse. Everybody was targeting her. And Roxanne Perez, she was obviously the show-up person, but in all, Stephanie Vaquer was the most over. I could say she was probably the MVP of the match. So we get towards the end of the match where Alexa Bliss and Rhea Ripley took out the competition. It was Roxanne Perez and Julia, I believe. Yeah, Roxanne Perez and Julia. Oh, Julia and Roxanne had a little bit of a scruffle, but they worked together, because they were a tag team before they're split to go, to different brands and all that stuff. So they worked together in this matchup, and Rhea Ripley and Alexa Bliss immobilized that for a split second. Then you come to Alexa Bliss and Rhea Ripley. They go on each other. They're on top of the ladder. Then who do you see out in the distance? Naomi pushing both of Rhea Ripley and Roxanne and Alexa Bliss down. She climbs up the ladder and retrieves the Money in the Bank briefcase. Ladies and gentlemen, Naomi is your 2025 Women's Money in the Bank winner, and all I have to say is well-deserved. Well-deserved, man. Her heel run thus far has been absolutely great, even though it started to get a little repetitive with the whole Jade Cargill situation. Almost nearly got to Liv and Rhea 2.0, but I'm just saying, you can't let it repeat like this. But I'm absolutely so flipping happy for Naomi, man. She deserves it, man. Honestly. For years now, she's just been the afterthought of the women's division. Now, since her character work, her developing herself when she left WWE all the way to TNA, when she became the women's knockouts champion over there, then coming back and absolutely having a resurgence of her career. This run thus far has to be one of her best, her best, actually. And she now wins the Women's Money in the Bank briefcase. The possibilities are endless. I could definitely see her winning the world title by the end of this year alone. But without further ado, man, let's move on to the next story. And congratulations to Naomi for winning the Women's Money in the Bank briefcase. And coming up next, people, it is the added impromptu Intercontinental title matchup between Dominic Mysterio, the defending champion, against Triple A's very own Octagon Jr. Now, this match was initially not even supposed to happen on the card, but it got added at last minute during last night's Worlds Collide with NXT and Triple A having their inter-brand or inter-promotional matches and all that stuff. So WrestleDrop's going to clear that one out probably by tomorrow. So right now we're going to talk about this match in particular. So This match happened because Dominic Mysterio was obviously in attendance in the crowd with Liv, and he was starting to talk all that mess because Octagon Jr. found out that Octagon Jr.'s inspiration was his dad, Rey Mysterio, the deadbeat. So Dominic Mysterio obviously took offense to that and decided to try to insult him by saying that if your inspiration if your inspiration is from garbage, then you're garbage itself. Then they started a whole brawl. Then Dominic Mysterio, being bold, being prideful, announced the match that he's going to face him, and he's going to also put the title on the line. So we got the match up here. So not going to go into too much detail. It was a pretty good match. Dominic Mysterio is obviously one of the most improved wrestlers of all time. He can go in the ring. It's official. We can't even say that he's improving. Wait, why did I even say he was improving? No, he is one of the best to wrestlers right now. His body of work in the ring is absolutely just all inspiring to even see, man. He's just really growing into his own, and the crowd wasn't really that much behind Octagon Jr. because they don't know him. You know, even I don't know him. I don't watch AAA at all, so I just don't necessarily know all the people that were there during the Worlds Collide event. I barely watched it, but I'm not gonna say that. I'm not gonna say much. It was a pretty decent match. It was pretty short, but it was doable. You know what I'm saying? It was doable. And plus, bro, you need to have the Intercontinental title defended on at least a few PLEs, man. It can't be like in every PLE, but come on, it wasn't even defended. Wait, it was defended. But I'm liking what they're doing with his entire run thus far. Hopefully the story can progress on to Finn Balor. But this was all in all, it was a good match. Rey Mysterio was very offensive throughout the entire matchup, and Liv Morgan also provided distraction to Octagon Jr. for Dominic Mysterio to capitalize, hit the 619 and the frog splash to retain the Intercontinental Championship. Now all we're just looking forward to is the implosion of the Judgment Day. Please, let's just get this ball rolling, bro. Because we're tired, man. Finn Balor, he deserves better. I know the train is long gone, but there's still time. I'm sorry, bro. There's still time for your boy, man. That's all I'm saying. And ladies and gentlemen, up next, it is the Intercontinental Women's title. It is Lyra Valkyria versus Becky Lynch, and this was an absolute banger. What? You know the absolute cinema meme, bro. Might as well just do it now because that shit was just absolute cinema. Maybe I'm exaggerating a bit on the cinema part, but that was an absolute banger, man. Absolutely incredible. Lyra Valkyria has proven once again that she can handle being in big time feuds, big time situations, and this was one of them, bro. Her and Becky are wrestling soulmates. That match, the way they flowed with each other throughout the whole onslaught, man. To Lyra Valkyria dominating most of the match, man, being offensive. Becky Lynch was being on the defensive, man. You barely even see Becky on the defensive, but because of Lyra's, her being much more faster and more agile, Becky Lynch had to do by all means to secure the win. So this match, absolutely great. The near fall from the manhandle slam onto the top rope was just absolutely insane. To think that I thought that was gonna be over, but hey, it was just heating up, bro. Then they went outside. Then Lyra Valkyria hit the leg drop onto Becky Lynch when she was pinned onto the barricade. Then they almost had the 10 count near double disqualification. They both got inside the ring. It was just absolute just technical mastery, man. Like honestly, it was just absolutely great to see that Lyra Valkyria is being taken so seriously as a competitor, and Becky as well being, proving as to why she's one of the best women's wrestlers of all time. And at the end of the day, the result has changed. Ladies and gentlemen, Becky Lynch is now your brand new Intercontinental Champion. Yeah. Cue the Hulk Hogan. I'm kidding. People, you all need to understand something. I don't understand why this whole hate with Becky Lynch, calling her Becky Hogan and all that stuff. I'm not even going to try to compare her to that guy. I'm not even going to go there, man. We don't need to elevate him even more by calling another person because they're getting a significant amount of push. This was absolutely needed. Becky Lynch needed to elevate the women's IC title. Not to say that Lyra Kay hasn't been elevated, because she's done an amazing job as a defending champion. She's the first women's ever. Nobody's gonna take that away from her. Becky Lynch is gonna elevate that title to levels beyond, even to levels, man. And that's not even an understatement, man, because people can hate all they want. Nobody's gonna get liked in this business, man, for long. I mean, so Becky Lynch is gonna obviously elevate that title until Lyra Kay can get the title back. But we're also gonna be expecting a Bayley, interjecting into this whole ordeal. I thought Bayley was gonna show up. She didn't. Becky Lynch doesn't. I mean, this is not going to affect Lyra Kay in any negative aspect whatsoever. She's going to be fine. She's still going to be feuding with Becky Lynch moving on forward. Hopefully, this might all culminate to SummerSlam. She'll probably win the title back. Or we're going to probably have that triple threat match where Bayley is going to get involved as well because, Becky was the one that attacked her before WrestleMania. So, everybody can just calm it down. Lyra's not buried. All right? Becky Lynch is going to elevate that title just you wait. Because people didn't even care about the IC title. People did not care about the mid-card women's titles, man, ever since. People just need to calm down about this. You know what I'm saying? No. But, man, absolutely incredible match. Hopefully this is just more things to come in this feud because it's just absolutely just cooking, man. Ladies and gentlemen, up next it is the men's Money in the Bank ladder match consisting of Seth Rollins, LA Knight, Penta, Andrade, Solo Sikoa, and El Grande. No. I don't know why I'm still carrying on doing this, bro. It's Chad Gable. When are you people gonna start using your common sense? Never mind, bro. El Grande Americano, bro, since it's in a damn card, bro. This match in particular, I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. This match was better than the women's match. This year's women's match was a little undermining, all that stuff, but it wasn't bad. But this one was absolutely far better, bro. The spots in this match was absolutely insane. The physicality itself was just This match delivered, man. So it all started when Seth Rollins, the match started, and the three guys that got attacked by Seth Rollins' faction attacked Seth Rollins as in a payback. Then throughout the entire matchup, what was it? Solo. Can we just talk about Solo for a minute? I have never laughed so much in a men's Money in the Bank. I've never laughed so much in a match, especially a match as important as a men's Money in the Bank match. But Solo Sikoa just made it even more entertaining. The fact they let his personality just run amok throughout that entire match just goes to show you that Solo has just improved, man. Dude is arguably one of the best things going in WWE right now, man. Because his involvement in the entirety of the match was just absolutely entertaining, man. And yeah. I can't explain much because I don't remember the full-on detail, but I will talk about the spots in this match. The craziest spot that we've seen, probably of all time, bro, in any Money in the Bank ladder match, man, was the spot where El Grande Americano, Chad Gable, placed a ladder near the corner of the post. Yeah, the corner of the post. So who was probably the person that was? It was LA Knight. He was trying to prevent him from entering the ring. So El Grande Americano climbed up the ladder and climbed up the ladder and then went onto another ladder that was placed in the corner of the turnbuckle, then used it as a slingshot himself onto the other ladder that was in position to the Money in the Bank briefcase. But we also kind of saw Seth Rollins helping out, which was actually kind of cool for him to help out to Chad to get to the other side, but still, it was kind of goofy, but either way, man, we can't complain. It was safety. And that was absolutely insane. Penta was nearly on the brink of grabbing the briefcase, but El Grande Americano stuffed in the metal plate that he's used in numerous occasions and bashed Penta with it as to look at it as if El Grande Americano was going to win the match. Seth Rollins got into the mix. Then Seth Rollins Then Seth Rollins called out his two insurance policies of Bronson Reed and Braun Breaker. Then they annihilated everybody, bro. And when I mean everybody, I mean everybody. Who got the worst of it? LA Knight got the worst of it. He got speared. It was chaos. Like I said before in the review, it was absolutely chaos, man. Then Jacob Fatu and JC Mateo got involved as well. Then it was just an absolute clash of just these big beefy men, bro. Pause. I know. And yeah, as to Solo was given the leeway to like try to grab the briefcase. Then, ladies and gentlemen, we saw it. Jacob Fatu has turned on Solo Sikoa. He has said the three most anticipated words we've been anticipating from him for a while. He told Solo that I hate him or something like that. Something across those range. Oh man, I ruined it. But other than that, man, absolutely incredible, man. This turn, I think he's technically a babyface now. So because Solo was a heel and he's just been doing Jacob dirty and all that stuff. This turned cultimate because what is it? Solo Sikoa called. He basically called Jacob Fatu a dummy, saying he's all gas and no brains, which is absolutely funny. So, and then Jacob Fatu ended up turning on Solo and hitting him with the spinning Solo onto the ladder, and that was that for Solo Sikoa for the night. And LA Knight. Oh man, what can I initially say about this, man? I don't want to say that the LA Knight train is over, but my gosh, man, dude, how long are they gonna keep doing this to this man, bro? But let's just get to the nitty-gritty then after that. So LA Knight was nearly closing in on winning the briefcase, and Seth Rollins got into the mix, pulled him off the ladder, hit him with a stomp, and that was that for your boy LA Knight. Then Seth Rollins climbed the ladder and, ladies and gentlemen, unhooked the briefcase. And, ladies and gentlemen, Seth Rollins has now become the second man in Money in the Bank history to win the Money in the Bank briefcase twice. Yeah. I can feel the frustration. The frustration from the internet has been just going onwards, man. Because I feel for them. At the same time, it's like, come on, y'all. Seth Rollins needed to win this match, but I do get the frustration from people. LA Knight absolutely deserved to win this. Dude is now 0-3 in Money in the Bank ladder matches, man. 3 consecutive years in a row. That's insane. That is madness, fam. But I get the whole idea. I get the frustrations about this whole entirely thing because Seth Rollins is already an established main eventer. He doesn't need to win the Money in the Bank briefcase. If anything, he could have won the King of the Ring tournament. Then that would have been fine. Then he would have challenged Jey Uso at SummerSlam either way. But now he has won the Money in the Bank briefcase. Sadly, we can't do much about it because that's the story that we're coming into now with Seth Rollins being the main guy of the company now. I don't know why they got to do it now, even if it's been like years late. But hey, either way, Seth Rollins is one of the best there is. But I understand the frustration from the IWC, from the fans of LA Knight. He deserves to get pushed, but man, dude's almost 40. I think he's in his 40s now. It's not looking good. It's not looking good for your boy LA Knight, man. But without further ado, man, Seth Rollins is the 2025 Men's Money in the Bank winner. And LA Knight, yeah, no pun intended, bro. And ladies and gentlemen, it is time for the main event. It is the tag team matchup consisting of the World Heavyweight Champion Jey Uso teaming up with the American Nightmare Cody Rhodes, going up against the Maverick Logan Paul and the undisputed WWE Champion John Cena. Now, initially, during the whole entrance and Cody Rhodes' entrance, which, by the way, absolutely missed, man. Dude has just been... He needed to step away, bro, just for the crowd to, know when something as good as Cody Rhodes leaves, man. They know how bad they're going to miss it. So Cody Rhodes enters first, and then out comes Jey Uso. The whole eating process. You know what I'm saying? The whole eat and all that stuff. And as soon as we were gonna get the encore, Logan Paul interrupts, which is absolutely just a dastardly heel move, man. You never disturb the encore eating proceedings of Jey Uso, but that's what happened. And John Cena comes out, and ladies and gentlemen, we are underway for the tag team matchup. Now, this was probably it was. Don't get me wrong, this was an absolutely great tag team match, but it was standard at best. It was a best standard tag team match. You know what I'm saying? So obviously Jey Uso was going to be the guy to be, handled throughout the entire matchup. Logan Paul and John Cena are going to be the guys that beat him up and all that stuff. The routine. You know what I'm saying? The routine. The heel tag team beat up one member of the babyface tag team throughout the entire match until you can get that hot tag in. But throughout the entire match, Logan Paul and John Cena have had their miscommunications here and there, tagging each other in when it's just unnecessarily tagging each other in and all that stuff. And we got to Jey Uso getting the hot tag, and Cody Rhodes comes in and huge pop. And man, throughout then we move on to the last bits of the entire matchup. That's when it got into second gear, because it was kind of, standard, you know what I'm saying, throughout the entire matchup. Then it got good to when, the announce tables got torn apart and all that stuff. You know the gist. So John Cena wanted to AA Cody Rhodes onto the other announce table besides the announce table that they were standing on. Then Cody Rhodes moved out of the way. Then Jey Uso comes in with the spear and spears John Cena on top of the announce table. It didn't break. But Logan Paul, crazy son of a bitch, bro. I swear, people need to start respecting Logan Paul, man. As a human being, y'all got different opinions, man. I too, for one, he's not affecting me, but I know he's done a lot of questionably bad things. But you can't deny him as a wrestler, man. Honest to God, you can't deny him as a wrestler, because this crazy bastard went on ahead and slingshotted, moonsaulted himself onto Jey Uso, breaking the entire announce table. Just absolutely just insane. Oh, and there was also one spot in the match, I think it was before the spot with the moonsault, where he had the drone, because you guys know he does the drone entrance now. He does the entrance where he grabs his drone, his prime drone, and then he called the drone towards him while he was on top of the turnbuckles. He wanted to do a frog splash onto Cody Rhodes. Then Cody Rhodes intercepted and got on top of the turnbuckles, hitting him with the superplex. And the angle of the drone, man, you could obviously see the angle of Logan Paul getting suplexed. It was absolutely hilarious. Then Jey Uso coming in with the frog splash. It was great stuff, man. It got good. It got good towards the end, man. I could say the last probably 15 minutes of the match were good, and then the other half was, pretty much standard. Then, ladies and gentlemen, after the spot with Logan Paul and Jey Uso, John Cena had the title, the WWE title in his hands, and he clocked Cody Rhodes while the referee was distracted by the destruction outside with Jey Uso and Logan Paul. John Cena clocked Cody Rhodes across the head with the WWE title. Then, as we thought that was going to be over, we see a black hooded figure enter in the fray. Then started beating down on John Cena. Initially, to myself, I was like, what is going on here? But then, I'm not gonna lie to y'all, man. I saw glimpses and, from under the pants and all that stuff. Whoa, pause on that. You guys know what I mean. I saw a little bit of leg and I saw a little bit of blackness. I was like, wait. There's no way, bro. There's no way, bro. Then the hooded figure took off his beanie, took off his balaclava, and ladies and gentlemen, it was revealed to be R-Truth. And I kid you, R-Truth has returned to WWE after, I think, a few weeks after being released. R-Truth has come back, and I kid you not, that saved this entire matchup. The matchup was great, but that right there is what set the pieces together, man. That was absolutely insane. The pop that he got was absolutely universal, man. WWE have finally listened to the We Want Truth movement, and it has paid off. R-Truth has officially returned to the WWE. But reports say it's not R-Truth. It's Ron Killings. And I'm like, whoa. Okay, now we're getting serious, bro. Now we're getting serious. So John Cena, so R-Truth, Ron Killings, or R-Truth, we'll just call him R-Truth for now, grabs the title and hits John Cena with the belt. Then he quickly dashes out of the arena. Then Cody Rhodes gets the upper hand, hits him with the crossroads, and pins John Cena in the tag team matchup. And the team of Jey Uso and Cody Rhodes have officially won the match. I should say this, absolutely great ending to the show. R-Truth's involvement into the match, absolutely just, it made perfect sense. It made the absolute perfect sense, man. I could say this, Cena couldn't handle the truth. Come back to me when you know what I'm saying, when this blows over, man, because I said it first. But absolutely incredible match. I mean, great match, but incredible ending, bro. Absolutely ending. That was probably one of the most shocking returns in WWE history, man. The fact it took that little long for R-Truth to come back goes to show you how powerful how powerful a crowd can be, man. That absolutely incredible, man. But without further ado, man, this show was absolutely incredible, hands down, from beginning to end. Absolutely just great stuff. Questionable decision with the Money in the Bank winner, with the men's Money in the Bank winner, but that's neither here nor there. We just have to see where the story goes. And for LA Knight, sorry, but the main event absolutely delivered, man. The four guys, they did the thing in this match. Jey Uso did his thing in this match, but he also has to look forward to next Monday as he will defend the World Heavyweight Championship against Gunther. We'll see how that plays out. But without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, it has been your boy, Troy Yeager. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to this preview. Yeah, was it preview? Yeah, it was preview. I'm getting confused now. No, not preview, review. Sorry, review. Special drop, please do not sting me for this. Thank you so much for tuning in for this review, ladies and gentlemen. Hopefully we can see each other again. Consistency train is going. You know what I'm saying? It's flowing. It's a flowing. But without further ado, man, make sure to hit that like button, bro. Subscribe if you will. Turn on all notifications so you know when a video is stomping on your doors. I'm trying to make this a thing now. But without further ado, man, it's been your boy Troy Yeager. I'll see you in the next one. Deuces.